With Denzel, who's our motivational coach on the camp, for him to spread a few words about motivation and just some of the things that crop up, some of the issues that we've been having on on the camp, or when people just come to actually see me, is about people's motivation. They know that they should be on board this due to health reasons or whatever it may be. They're not feeling good with themselves, and Denzel, if you could voice your opinions on like people who come to actually see me and like possibly why their reasons why they don't commit or they're scared of commitment.
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the key things, if you look at not just fitness, I think if you look at anybody doing anything, loads of people want to achieve lots of things out of life, whether that be get married, whether that be lose 3 dress sizes, whether that be put on weight, whatever it may be in terms of muscle mass or whatever, or get finances. But one of the things that we find that hold people back is doubt. One of the number one things that hold people back is doubt, and doubt is obviously then associated to fear. Okay, now a lot of people who come that we find, especially from a fitness scenario, will go, do you know what, I'd love to do that, but in their back of their mind there's a little voice that says, do you know what, but you're not going to stick to it. You tried this last year and the year before. I remember you did that diet and you went to Weight Watchers and you went for 5 weeks and then you didn't go. So the thing that we find is that you've got to break that mentality. Now the question is, how do you break that mentality? Like if you've got someone who's, I don't know, the average age of people coming into the class now would be probably what?
Well, we get them between like anything from like 21 upwards.
Yeah, so 21 upwards. So if you look at an average age between 25 to 35, something like that, maybe a little bit older, what you find is that a lot of people have already had failure. And because of those failures, whether that be starting a diet, whether that be starting a gym membership, they went January, they went February, and then work got involved, or they had a bad day, and then that rolled on into a couple of weeks not going, or they didn't carry on with that diet and had one donut that led to a full-blown McDonald's and so on and so forth. That's all registered in the back of their mind. All that's there, that you can't do it. And the thing is, the subconscious mind, okay, not to get too deep, but there's a mind that says, yeah, I can do it. And then there's a little voice that goes, no, you can't. And you actually happen to find that it's the little voice behind that's actually louder than the voice there. So the thing is that we have to really re-educate people to say, okay, do you know what? We're going to help you through this, but what we're going to do is be realistic. Okay? So we're going to be realistic in what you can actually achieve. But the second thing we're also going to do, we've got to bring out a reason for you to want to do this, even though you've got the doubts, even though you've got the fears, even though you're questioning yourself. And you only can do that by getting a big why. The why's got to be bigger than the doubt and the fear and whatever is holding you back. And if you can find that, if you can really tap into, why is that you're doing? Like we meet people all the time that go,
yeah,
I want to lose weight. Okay, so does everybody.
Yeah.
I want to lose weight. I want to get rid of this little bit here, and everybody wants to lose weight. Even if you're the best bodybuilder in the world, everybody's trying to lose a little bit percentage. But the question is, why do you want to lose weight? Okay, some people could be health reasons. Okay, well you've got to tap into that and ask yourself the question, if I get onto this course, why am I doing it if it is to lose weight? Well, do you know what? It's because I want to feel good at a Christmas party. Okay, or I'm about to get married and I want to look like the best bride on that day and I want my husband just to feel like, wow. Or that guy, do you know what, man, I just want to be able to fit in those jeans again. I want to feel attractive again. But until you tap into those emotions, until you tap into that, it's not a big enough why. And the doubts will be bigger than the reason to do it. But the reason to do is got to be bigger than the doubt. Once you get that mix, the thing is, what you'll find is that if your why is big enough, you'll find the answers to how you're going to combat, situations happening. Because you'll come on the camp and there'll be a time when work are calling you in, or you feel tired, or whatever it may be. There'll be a million excuses why you're not going to commit. But when your why is big enough, you'll find a way. You'll all of a sudden start becoming creative. And it's like the person who wants to become a millionaire, but he's broke today. There's people who make it still.
Yeah.
And you think, well, how did you make it? Because they said, you know what, because my why's so big, nothing's going to stop me. And if your why's big enough, you're going to say to yourself, do you know what, nothing's going to stop me from getting to that size 12, 13, 14, whatever it may be, or I'm going to be like 14% body fat from 20% body fat. Until you get that why. When you get that why, nothing is impossible. But the mind can only achieve, okay? The body can only achieve, sorry, what the mind conceives. So once you start conceiving in your mind that, you know what, I'm going for this. Why? Because it's going to be good winning. And you get excited, okay? But a lot of people don't get excited. I speak to loads of people every day from different backgrounds about different things. And I say to them, okay, man, so what do you want to achieve? I hear loads of people, what do you want to do in life? I don't know. Well, do you know what? Then life's going to pass you by. But those people that say, do you know what, Denz, man, I'm going for this. This is what I'm going to do. I know from the words that they speak that they're going to do it. Yeah. So the thing is, when you come to the camp, you might not even be ready. You know, there might be a situation where they don't know how to do this. But a part of the camp will help them to do that. Yeah. It's to really tap in and find out why it is that they're coming. They know they need to come. But let's get past the facade of just want to get healthy. Because that's what the media tells us that we need to be. I just want to be fit. That's what the media tells us. No, but there's something inside you. There's an emotional thing that we need to release. Once you release that emotion, you're ready to rock and roll. Yeah. And then you'll find yourself doing things that you didn't do before. Yeah. You'll find yourself being committed when you wasn't committed before. Yeah. You'll put an 110% when you're only putting 50% before. That's when you tap into the why.
Yeah. So, look for your why. Tap into your emotions or why you want to do this. And then we'll hope to see you on board. Denz will be there to showcase more about motivation. And I'll be there to teach you how to get yourself in shape.